Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Goblin Beat podcast. Tonight's podcast is being brought to you by Old Charter, Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Having to get together with your friends this holiday? Want to liven things up? Want to add a little pizzazz to that eggnog, a little whale to that wassail? Old Charter, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey is your key. Distilled and bottled in Frankfort, Kentucky, it's made in America. It's good for you, good for the country. All right. So anyway, we'll
Damn,
be.
I'm sold.
Yeah, maybe they'll send me a free case in the mail. I don't know. Just if you're watching this and you work for Old Charter, feel free to send me some. Anyway, we are continuing our Manticore Cthulhu campaign tonight. We kind of prepped it mostly last time. And we're heading to the birthplace of a weirdo who invented a time portal. So it's definitely not going to be dangerous. I'm sure I'm not going to lose any sanity. I'll be continuing to play Commander Myron Allen, your resident physician and potentially crazy person. Also joining us tonight is John, who's going to be playing Dr. Lindsay Holt, who philosophy is, if the assistants can't do it, it's not really worth getting done anyway.
True story.
And then also joining us tonight, playing Agent Kevin Spiner, is Brandon. What's up?
Good evening.
And maybe joining us tonight at some point might be Jesse to play Special Ops guy. Taking bets right now. I think the Vegas odds are a little bit more in favor of us getting a text 15 to 20 minutes from now letting us know the reason that he cannot play tonight. So we'll see if those Vegas odds ring true or not. So, and also join us tonight, definitely joining us and not giving us any excuses, is the man who's going to run the show and drive us all insane, possibly subject us to tentacle penetration, is Danny.
Not again.
Maybe on. It's a role-playing game, and that would be the role that you decided to play.
There should be a T-shirt that says, like, on the front, tentacle penetration, on the back, never again. You know. I would buy that shirt.
This is why you don't try anything once.
Yep. Anything's
All
a
right.
sex toy. Maybe
Well, that's disturbing. Which is good because it's a Delta Green scenario. All right. So yeah, last time you guys made it to you gotta think agent, or not agent, rather Dr. Holt got you guys a couple of hotel rooms at the Holiday Inn Express, I believe it was.
Yeah, the Motel 6 or
Sound
Red
right.
Roof Inn, something like that. One of those budget places.
Yeah, Holiday Inn Express is nice. I don't know what you're talking about.
They don't make you pay for breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. The fancy places make you pay for breakfast and Wi-Fi. The cheap places don't.
Yeah, never mind. You're paying extra for exactly.
All right. So I think the consensus last time was that we were going to try to explore the the mounds.
Yes.
The next day.
Pretty sure he probably uncovered some sort of artifact there that led to his strange appearance and increases in intelligence.
Yep. So just to remind you guys, the name of the town is Chester. It's in Ohio. It's in Meigs County.
Home to the team that's going to lose to Northwestern.
That'll be good. It doesn't matter what year you're listening to this in or what time of the year. That's always a good thing.
It is for Northwestern fans.
Yeah. All right. You guys had discovered some other stuff. Do you mostly remember most of the things you had come up with?
Yes.
And if not, you're okay with that?
John remembers.
Yeah, I was just looking at my notes here.
He writes things down.
I do. So yeah, basically, the last thing I had is that we were going to explore the mounds, and we recalled hearing something about some cannibalistic killings within the last 7 or 8 years in this area.
That's right. That's the Ohio River Killer. That was dubbed in the papers.
All right. Okay, so are we all good to head out then?
Yeah. The only thing we don't have is I have a sidearm. Matt has a sidearm. I think John has a rhinoceros gun or something.
I've got my double-barreled shotgun.
Yeah, because he drove across and you guys flew.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. He drove in a silly looking car.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. Okay, so you guys are just gonna fast forward to the next morning.
Sure.
Yeah, probably so.
Okay, map of town for you guys. Slide you over to this so you can see it. This isn't as good as the actual GPS you guys probably have, but here's a map showing the general layout of Chester, Ohio, and the significant areas they're in. Probably about 15 minutes on Google about Chester will get you all this information. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick it up there for you.
This is not a big town at all.
No, it's not. If you look at it on Wikipedia, you'll find out it's only 118 square kilometers in size. Population is just under 2,500 in the 2010 census. It was founded in 1821. Primary industries are plastics and tourism.
All right. So I guess it's the next morning, correct?
Matt's sharing us. He's going to look at.
What's that?
Matt is sharing us on his screen.
Oh, okay.
So I can see two of you when you're talking.
So if it's the next morning, I guess, while I'm partaking in my free continental breakfast, just kind of want to chat up the person behind the counter there and see if they what they can tell me about the mounds.
Alrighty. What's your
Is it showing the map now?
Yeah.
Yep. This is why
Missed that. What?
wouldn't think it would, but my computer gets slower every week. I think that's a feature that Microsoft puts into Windows.
That's why everybody should buy a Mac. Buy a Mac. Drink whiskey.
There we go. I'm back. My Wi-Fi dropped for a second.
That's okay. I spent the entire time trying to scroll through this PDF, so you didn't miss anything.
Oh, okay.
I still haven't gotten through doing it.
Who's playing as Carl Urban? I thought that was Jess's character originally.
No, I think one of you guys started to make that character, or I don't remember.
Did they mean to name it after the actor?
Most likely,
Okay.
yeah.
I think it was after I did the Spiner thing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be Carl Urban? He's Judge Dredd. He's Bones. You know, it's awesome.
He was Eomer in The Two Towers.
That is the first time we saw him widely. It's true. He's also in that terrible Doom movie with The Rock.
He was also in Priest.
And he was 1,000 times better as Judge Dredd than Sylvester Stallone could ever hope to be.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
I am the law. And we lost Matt.
What?
I thought we lost you.
No, you didn't lose me. I'm still here.
Yeah, just got broken up there for a second. All right, so you asked the older gentleman that's making the scramble out the mounds.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys here to go and visit the Chester Mounds, huh? We got a lot of people come through. Well, not as many as we used to, but one of the only things people come here for, that and look at the museum.
What can you tell me about the mounds? I really want to make sure that I don't miss any of the high points out there.
You won't miss the high points. They're like, high up in the air or whatever. There's three of them. There are three snakes. They're all like looking at each other, pointing towards each other, whatnot. I'm from West Virginia, in case you're wondering.
Oh,
Not really.
Is it very easy to get out there?
Yeah, I mean, you can just drive up there. There used to be a park out there. They used to take care of it, and it's a little bit run down. Mostly only them Star Crusader guys go out there these days.
Probably because a bunch of people got eaten.
No, I think everybody just rather there's the the Great Serpent one that's up north from here. Where's that? Anyway, that one's more popular. It's bigger.
And people don't get eaten there.
What's this Star Crusade that you were talking about?
Oh yeah, them nutters over there, you Star guys. They I don't know, they burn incense and run around naked at a full moon around the mounds or something.
Oh,
I'm in.
bunch of hippies.
Yeah, pretty much. They local police tried to run them out a couple times, but apparently them Crusaders got good lawyers, and now the police leave them alone.
All right, well, thank you for your information. What about the museum? Is that worth the trip?
I mean, if you are interested in the history of electronics, yeah. Hunt Electrodynamics, they started here in Chester, and they've got a museum just dedicated to him and his early things that he created and whatnot.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. The way it runs, it's nice.
Did you say the lady that runs it is nice?
Yeah. Well, pretty much everybody in Chester's nice. You'll see.
All right. Well, thank you. And this bowl of oatmeal was worth the wait.
Now, I don't know why you waited. It was already made when you guys woke up this morning. We'll go make some more scrambled eggs into for the waffles. Everybody loving waffles. He walks off.
Well, that was fun.
All right. So, Spiner, what do you think? You want to head out to the mounds first or check out this museum that he was talking about?
Let's do the mounds first. The attracting the least amount of attention early on is probably the better route, and so unless there's people there.
I was gonna say, well, maybe it's a museum. I mean, because the mounds, seems like, kind of the money shot. So maybe before we go there, we should explore the museum, get more information.
All right. I guess at this point, Spiner, you get a text saying the asset you've been requesting for 6.5 months has been assigned, and can be en route to you today if you would like.
Ooh, did you order those new socks I wanted? I say as I peer over his shoulder looking at his phone.
You could say that, I guess.
Awesome.
All right. I give, if you can have a couple of these coordinates, we'll be ready to receive them.
All right, Jesse. So the character that I've created for you in this game, he's called Special Ops Guy. Is his name? First name Special Ops, last name Guy.
Special Ops Guy.
You go to character sheet, and then there's tabs. You have to click on all, and you can see all of his stuff.
Hang on, I was in the Giants campaign. I didn't know what we were playing.
It's all right. Well, he's a retired lieutenant in the Marines. He's on the FBI hostage rescue team now. He basically knows how to kill and destroy pretty much anything.
Which game are we in?
Manticore.
That's cool.
And he's a better Judge Dredd than Sylvester Stallone.
Mm.
Oh, that's Carl Urban. That's a different guy.
I mean, he's still better than Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I mean, the dead guy from Weekend at Bernie's would be a better Judge Dredd than Sylvester Stallone.
That movie's horribly good.
Yeah, but the one with Carl Urban in it's just good.
All right, so the asset is on the way, and we'll be here later today.
Yeah, that just got sent to Spiner, so it's up to him if he tells you guys his.
I was looking over his shoulder. Blatantly staring at his phone. I'm super excited.
I just shake my head as if like it's not the worst thing that's happened today. So
excited about those socks.
Jesse, all you really need to do is come up with a name for your guy, and then if you want to drive there, you can drive in an FBI car and pick out a few guns and things that you can bring with you.
Extras like shotguns would be good. Claymore mines.
I don't know about that. But you can definitely have handguns. Actually, I think on your sheet I have the stuff that he normally rides around with. Let me see. Before I waste my time on the book. Yep, here we go. You got a 45 caliber Beretta, an AR-15, and a combat dagger. That's what's in the trunk of your car. If you want a shotgun too, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll bring a shotgun. Where do I even put that stuff?
It's almost at the very bottom of the sheet under attacks.
Under attributes or
no? If you look at combat or just call them all, the alt tab to open it up. Well, I can't.
I can't do anything.
I think it's because we're both clicking on it at the same time.
That's probably it.
All right.
Just let me do it.
Okay.
I don't see anything under combat.
No, it's under attacks is what it's under. You just have to scroll down. It's towards the bottom.
Yeah, I don't know.
You up?
All right, you find it.
All right, where's she here? I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing or not.
Mhm.
Do you? Do you see the attacks now?
I don't see anything.
Here, let's do this. I will share my screen. All right. You can see about how far down I scrolled. There's attacks.
Okay.
And then further up is like special actions, injuries, skills. That's personal data.
Okay. I'll try it now.
And I just clicked on the all tab here, to open it up. So I could see.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And then if and when it comes up, I'll give you the statistics for shotguns.
So add.
I thought I had that on my character for a while. Yeah, I got it for a shotgun. It's 2d10 damage.
Yeah, it's 2D. Well, it depends on how far away you are from the target, but yeah, up to 10 meters away, it's 2d10, and then it goes down from there. Also depends on shot or slug or whatever.
Question, Danny.
Query.
Yeah.
Have our hit points and willpower points and all that kind of stuff reset?
They should have, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been a few months. You've had plenty of time to recuperate. Go see a doctor and get some sleep.
Okay, and breaking point, does that stay?
It does stay, yep.
Okay.
Is there damage? Which means damage? Damage mod, armor piercing, vitality. How much ammo, Danny?
For what?
The shotgun.
50 shells or something.
Okay. And is there any damage mod on any of this stuff? Guns or armor piercing?
Sorry, I didn't understand that. I think my internet's going slow.
No, it's okay. I'm asking if there's any damage mods on
On the
any of
shotgun?
the guns. On any of the guns.
No. Normally, there's only a damage modifier for hand to hand based on your strength and size.
Gotcha. Armor piercing on the shotgun?
No.
And no lethality on it?
Nope. I think your AR-15 has both of those though.
It does.
If you fire it full auto. All right. So you're driving down. You can think of a name for your guy while you're driving down. It's up to you if you've. I don't think I said on your character whether or not he had actually seen any crazy stuff before, like any mythos stuff. But he's seen us and hostage rescue, so he's got that going for him. Okay, so yeah, where are you guys going to go?
How about the museum?
Museum. Anybody else?
I vote the museum, New Star Crusade, and Chester Mounds in that order.
I suppose we can hit both of them at the same time. You want to do museum and then we do Chester Mountains.
All right, that's fine by me.
To the museum.
Ho!
car are you going to take into Chester?
Not John's.
I
It
don't know why
only
not.
fits 2 people, right?
No, it'll fit 4. But it is a little flashy.
Yeah. Draw a lot of attention.
I really do think John's character is who he really wants to be in life.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis? We'll just take the rental car.
All right.
It's probably a
Okay.
Honda Civic.
Probably not a Honda. I rarely ever see Hondas as rental cars. It's probably a Nissan of some sort.
Or a Hyundai.
Yeah, or a Hyundai.
It's a Hyundai Maxima.
Trying to find the name of the lady that runs this place. I don't.
I don't know her name, but I've heard she's real nice.
I love this thing. It says now it only employs 1 part-time. Right, doesn't say her name here. You have to scroll down and find it somewhere else in the text.
Boom, 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 boom.
Well, anyway, found her last name. That's something. Okay, so you guys drive into town from the highway, which means you actually bypass about half of the city. So on the map we're looking at, you guys are driving from the northeastern corner down. Pull out cutting the grass. A couple guys actually have the old rotary, push mowers with no gasoline engine or anything. You just push them and they spin. People wave at you and smile. Seems like an idyllic little town here in the middle of Ohio. You see some kids playing on a street back off the main highway, playing like baseball with a bat and some tennis balls. Everything looks really nice. As you're driving through the main strip of town, it's the town is founded in the 1890s, something like that, and became like a big deal in the early 1920s or mid 1920s. And most of the architecture is still the same. It's in fairly good condition, all things considered. And looks like the town, like the people in the town, probably take pride in it still enjoy living here. And as you pull up to the museum, you see out in front of it a large bronze statue of a man. Looks like he's staring off in the distance.
Or if that's the same guy. Is anybody talking?
Nope.
Okay.
We're waiting.
So the statue is about 12 feet tall as you park. And you see, as you walk past it, that it's labeled Arthur Hunt. It has a date and stuff on it.
So what's Arthur's middle name? Does anybody know what Arthur's middle name was?
No.
Let's go find out. walking in the museum. I'm guessing there's a little brass bell that's going to ring as we walk in the door. Ding, 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 ding.
Sure. Yeah. There's a bell that rings, and you hear the sound of shuffling feet from the back, and you see a well-kept middle-aged lady come out. She's got glasses slid down her nose a little bit. She's, oh dear, come on in. We're open.
Oh, yeah. The gentleman at the Holiday Inn Express recommended your establishment.
Ah, well, that's mighty nice of him. Although there's not many other things to look at here in Chester other than maybe the mounds. And she smiles and laughs a little bit. Did you already see that? Did you already see our fine statue out in front of the building?
Oh, yeah. Arthur Hunt. What was his middle name again?
I have no idea.
I heard it was Christopher, but I was just trying to make sure.
We don't have. If you have a record that has that written on that, that would be amazing. We don't have any records that show he was ever given a middle name.
Oh, does he have a birth certificate?
Yes.
And he had no middle name?
Correct.
Maybe he just used the initial C, because some people who don't have middle names we used as an initial. So maybe he just put Arthur C. Hunt. Maybe.
Did you see that somewhere?
Oh, no. I was just totally making a dirty joke.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Just making sure. Thought so? I wasn't sure. All right. Well, she says, would you like me to show you around?
Yeah. What's the admission price? I got some cash.
It's free, but we take donations. Points to a little donation box next to the door.
Okay. I'll put a little Andrew Jackson in there.
Okay.
Or Harriet Tubman, I guess, depending on what year the $20 is. Whatever.
All right. Fair enough. All right. She shows you the museum is actually laid down in the order of his life, basically. So it starts when he was a child and goes through it until his death in the 50s.
So it's like he's a child. He wasn't that great in school. He dug up a mystical artifact at the mounds. Got super smart and super creepy.
Are you saying that out loud?
No. No. Just thinking it.
All right. Well,
give us the highlight.
It shows you his birth certificate. He was born to an unwed mother, Emily Harris, in 1906.
Scandal.
He was born in a rail station that later became the Chester train station. Because his mother had been sent from Chicago to live with her aunt in disgrace because she got married. I mean, she didn't get married, but she was pregnant.
Yeah. Where does the last name Hunt come in?
She named him after his absent and never seen father.
And what was his name?
Something Hunt. They don't know. They don't even know if she just made that name up or not. So then he lived with Margaret Harris, his aunt, and his mom until his mother ran off in 1909. Never seen again. He was 3 years old. He lived with his aunt until she passed away.
Oh, his mother ran off in 1909?
Yep. Leaving his great aunt to raise him.
I mean, did social services have to get involved? Does he go to court and get like guardianship or something? I mean, he can't just like take a kid, right?
In 1909, yeah, he's just like, she was feeding him, so everybody else was fine with that. Pretty much how that worked. You see different places where he was written up at school, got in trouble for this. He got ejected from school on multiple occasions for fights and stealing.
So hold on, let me interrupt here, Mildred.
I didn't say that was her too. Her name is. She said, "I'm Mrs. Gerard" when she came in.
Oh, I thought you said Mildred Gerard.
No, Miss Gerard.
Mrs. Gerard
Yes.
or Miss Gerard?
Either one is fine.
Okay.
She laughs to herself.
So, Miss Gerard, it looks like Mr. Hunt here was not exactly your ideal student.
Oh, he was a troublemaker for sure. But even Einstein, they say, wasn't a good student.
I don't think he got ejected from fights at school.
He didn't have the fire our Arthur Hunt had. She laughs to herself.
Oh, that Arthur C. Hunt.
Little initial.
I've heard it both ways. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
And so after, I mean, I guess there's a pretty clear demarcation of when things changed for him and he started doing better in school and all that.
I think it was like after school.
Oh,
He
okay.
got thrown out of school.
So he, when he was 12, he began, from what we can see in the records, it looked like he started to drink a lot by the age of 12. And then we had an influenza epidemic swept through town, and it didn't bother him at all. But his aunt fell ill and was bedridden from 1919 to 1921 when she died. He was
Lord.
16 years old. So,
Okay.
well, he wasn't quite 16. He was 15.
This is not sounding like the ideal life so far.
But hold on, static.
Is the Hunt family home still standing?
I believe it is. Yep. So he inherited the home, the estate, livestock, everything when he was 15. His aunt died. And he, for the most part, for the next few years, he just kind of wasted away what money he had drinking and getting in trouble. And then in 1923, on April 9th, 1923, she's got a little document she points to on the wall. He showed up. I'll wait for whoever that is to finish digging in their trash.
Yeah. Well, what is all that? It's a bogus.
Wow, I can't believe you guys could hear that.
Pretty loudly, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you little trash panda.
Ringtail too.
All right. He showed up at the public library and started reading. He read for 8 hours that day, and then he came back every day for days on end afterwards. He actually started to attract people. Couldn't figure out what he was up to. Everybody thought it was a gimmick at first. And then all of a sudden he held off a bunch of stuff. He ordered a bunch of items from the Five and Dime, the local store. Starts pointing to things that are in the museum. Drafting tools, different types of metal and torches, workbenches, radio sets, and he paid in gold, which was not normal, but not unheard of back then. And he started doing all kinds of crazy stuff. He installed electric lights in 1924 with the farm out there. Before you knew it, he had incorporated the Hunt Electric Dynamics Company and patented a bunch of inventions with the patent office by mail.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over one of the other customers chewing his gum loudly. Did you say he patented the Hot Pocket?
No, he patented a bunch of things, a bunch of inventions.
Oh, I thought you said the Hot Pocket.
No.
Hot Pocket. All right, sorry, I must have misunderstood.
Hot Pocket came much later.
And did anything else strange happen that spring here in town?
In 23?
Yeah.
No. The year before that, though, Hunt was arrested for the last time. He was found found drunk walking around the mounds with a pickaxe. But nothing happened. Nothing happened in 23 other than him deciding to read the entire library.
So he liked going out to the mountains a lot. Did he continue to go back out after this sudden burst of creativity?
No, other than that time in 22, nobody ever, I don't think he was ever seen at the mounds again anyway. Nothing's ever been reported about it. Before, back then, a lot of the delinquents, well, I say back then, even today, a lot of delinquents go out and drink at the mounds because nobody really ever goes there. They can go and raise hell and get drunk and nobody bothers them.
I've heard the new Star Crusade goes out there a lot.
Well, they go out there for their goat's milk rituals, whatever it is they do out there.
Are they connected to Hunt in any way?
No, they're just weirdos. Hunt was an inventor. So she starts showing you guys photographs of Hunt. She shows you a picture of him in 1923.
Is he wearing dark sunglasses?
Well, she has like 60 different pictures of him after 23. He's not wearing dark sunglasses or glasses at all in most of them. But who kind of what's the skill for figuring out what somebody's thinking?
It's probably on my side. Psychotherapy or psychoanalyzing. Or HUMINT.
HUMINT, that's what I was looking for, yeah. What's y'all's HUMINT scores at?
I'm at
a big whopping 10.
Yeah, 10 for Matt. What's everybody else at?
I'm at 61.
All right. What were you at, John? 50 something?
Yeah, I'm at 50 even.
All right. Somebody's dropped their crowbar.
Can I make a roll so I can lose and improve this next time?
Which ability is this?
HUMINT?
Okay, I'm at 30.
Holy crap, I made it.
All right. You can all tell that
I don't get to improve it next time. That's terrible.
All three of you can tell that he looks kind of bored. His eyes look strange. He's like well kept and put together, but his posture is kind of odd. He seems sort of stooping his head forward, which especially an older man do maybe, but not a guy in his 20s or 30s, which he has in most of the picture. You see a bunch of Hunt Electrodynamics promotional shots showing him standing like in front of inventions and stuff, around the country. There's also pictures of him standing in front of the plant in Hellbend, California, when he opens that.
Yep, been there.
Since you made your check, Matt, the very last picture of him in 52, which Mr. Gerard tells you was just a few days before he died, you see that his face is actually, instead of being detached and bored, it looks like he's actually smirking in this picture.
Funny, that last picture is the only one that he's smiling in.
Yeah, that's true. Well, people didn't used to smile in pictures. And they say Hunt was an odd fella. Alive.
Do he have some health problems or back problems or something? I noticed his, he looks kind of like he's got an injury or something. He's kind of bent over.
Yeah, he's always hunched in most of his pictures. I always figure it's because he was always hunched over that drafting table coming up with inventions. But.
Yeah, I mean, and not in the early ones because, at that point he wasn't really coming up with a lot of inventions at that point. He'd done a lot of drinking and gotten in fights, but still hunched.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, as soon as he started doing all that reading, that's when he started walking like that. I really don't know. Maybe it was an affectation to make people think he was older.
Oh, so he didn't walk like that before?
Not that I mean, she starts showing you the pictures of him before. They haven't
Oh,
before,
yeah.
before that.
Standing up straight in all those pictures. Does he look bored in those pictures too?
What was the last thing you said?
In the younger pictures, does he still look bored? Or does he just look
No,
stupid?
well, yeah, he just looks dumb. Yeah. It looks like trouble. Looks mean for the most part.
So he looks like trouble, looks mean, looks like trouble, looks mean, looks bored, all of a sudden has a hunch, and then right before he dies is smirking. Okay.
Any of you guys want to make a? I guess maybe a search check. Not sure what
Search.
to call it. Now, what else? What else? What is?
Can we all search, or do you want just one of us to?
No, all of you that are looking at the pictures. I was trying to see if there was something else that's like for noticing things. Alertness. That's what it is. Everybody, all of you make an alertness check as you're looking at the pictures.
I made it if it was easy.
Made it.
I made it.
All right.
How'd you check that? Awesome.
Those of you who made it, and Matt, I guess maybe you'll even notice if you notice that the pictures from 23 to 52, which is what, almost 30 years. If you look at a picture in 23 and look at one in 52, he looks like he might not have aged a day. Actually,
except
Okay. And he's hunched over and all that.
But he was
Well,
hunched over in the beginning.
yeah, in 23 he's hunched over as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
Can I like look around the museum, see if there's anything else that seems out of place or?
Look, she's got a bunch of artifacts and stuff from the museum, different display cases.
I mean, does any of it look worthy of further inspection, or does it look like typical lab equipment, that kind of stuff?
Is there anything that we can steal?
Okay. I mean,
Is there another collection of?
Yeah, because he has a stealth skill.
I do have 10% in stealth. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna hand wave timeline here a little bit and just say, Jesse, that you're pulling into Chester, Ohio at this point.
I also speak German.
Okay.
If you want, you can call Agent Spider and see where to meet up or whatever.
I'll be back in just a second. I have to get some more Old Charter Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey.
All right, so your phone rings, Brandon.
Mhm.
Can you see it? I don't know. Have you come up with a name for your guy yet?
Yes. Oop, I need to fix the spelling on it. So for player name, for agent name, I have to put the full thing in.
Yeah, or
Does it say special agent, or can I just put his name?
you just put his name.
Trent Weimer.
All right. So you see that pop up with until it's being resolved from your FBI contact list,
Okay.
and it's the name of your
Is it a call or a message?
it's a call.
I declined the call and message back. Presently in looking for evidence. Go ahead and wait for us outside of the building at the following address, and we will be out there shortly.
All right, so you can see the address, and when you pull up, it's some kind of museum with a 12-foot statue, bronze statue of a guy standing in front of it. And you were given the information about doing this. We need to decide, is your guy already in Delta Green, Jesse, or no?
What?
Delta Green is a like a beyond top secret organization or program in the federal government that deals with bizarre cases. So you've been assigned to a group, and given that Delta Green clearance, the question I'm asking is, do you want your character to have ever dealt with weird shit before?
Oh, has anyone else in this group?
Yeah, all the rest of them have, but it's totally okay for your character to have been briefed on it and never have dealt with it before, right?
Okay.
Which would explain why your sanity is still pretty high and not completely gone.
Okay.
So it's up to you the way you play him. If you want to, he sees weird shit if he thinks it could be real. It's your call.
Yeah. Is Danny choppy to anyone else, or is that just my feed?
Me too.
Yeah,
I missed about 9% of what you said.
Okay. So it's a beyond top secret group in the federal government, Delta Green.
Got it.
You've been read into the program, but your character has never seen any of the weird stuff.
Okay.
That Delta Green deals with.
Okay.
And so you can decide if you think it's real or BS.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
But you were sent here as it was billed as a team building activity, not an official assignment.
All right. Team building activity. Where do I rank in the group?
You've been assigned to a new field office under Senior Special Agent Spiner.
Do I report to Spiner?
Yep.
You're Brandon.
Right. The other two people there are just consultants.
Okay.
But yeah, you're basically there for his field office to use, but you still are assigned to the hostage rescue team. That makes sense.
Okay.
So you're basically on loan to August.
Got it. All right. And so he texts me, wait outside, so I'll just respond with 10-4.
Okay. Okay, so you were asking about stuff in the museum, John?
Yeah, do I see anything that looks beyond just like old lab equipment, anything that would warrant, pique my interest?
Yep, she has an original Mark I resistor, which is what made Hunt famous and rich.
Okay.
The U.S. government throughout World War II.
Okay. Do I see any kind of markings or anything on it that would be unusual or remind me of ACLO? Maybe even just like a pattern or design in the device itself.
When you're looking, you don't, but she's showing you all of his tools and stuff in the tool sets and all that, and you can make a search roll.
Okay. Normal, I failed.
All right. Well, you get a plus 20% on this roll, so it's easy.
Oh, okay. So then I succeeded.
All right. You see, and with all of his hammers and chisels and electrical equipment, you see what looks like an aged metal funnel, stained, and you see what look like Aklo symbols scratched into the side of it. Aklo characters on there.
Is this thing like in a case or something?
It's in a display case. Yeah.
I want to ask Miss Martinez. What was her name?
Gerard.
Gerard. Yes, that's very close to Martinez. If I could take a look at that, or if she knows what it is.
Did we win yet?
Yeah, he's found something though. I'm not. It's some sort of funnel, I guess. I'm not really sure. Do you know what it is? Is it something?
I don't know. Maybe could I take a closer look at it? Maybe I could figure it out.
Yeah, you can make a persuade check at easy.
Okay. I succeeded. I flash her my pearly whites. Give her a little wink.
All right. She seems.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I thought you looked like a science kind of looking guy. She opens up the case.
He also goes by Bill Nye.
She has a little key ring on a little cord around her wrist. She opens it up. She takes it out and sets it on top of the glass case for you to look at.
Okay. Holt removes a handkerchief from his pocket and uses it to pick up the funnel and look it over.
All right. So as you get close to it and actually pick it up, you realize it's two funnels that are just one inside of another one.
Okay. Well, I guess if I can, manipulate them, and I don't want to actually touch them with my skin, but I want to try and get a closer look at the two of them.
All right. Have you got any? What kind of science skills have you got?
I don't think I have any. I don't have physics or chemistry. I do have like archaeology and anthropology and stuff.
All right. Anybody else have chemistry or geology or anything?
Let's see. I have no chemistry.
You can go ahead and make an archaeology check.
Okay. I failed.
Or what's your archaeology at? 40?
It's 40, yeah.
Well, with a 40, it looks sort of like bronze, but different.
What skills were you looking for, Danny?
Like chemistry or geology or metallurgy or.
Pretty much only got biology.
Yeah. Archaeology works too.
No, I don't have that either. I don't really care about history.
That's all right. Okay, so that's what you'd have to test it or do something with it.
Okay, so but it looks like it's bronze.
Yep. So on the tapered end of the cone, which the small end of the cone, the cone itself is bisected by a complex arrangement of wire. It's the inside of the outside. I guess it's the outside since you saw it. It traces out a symbol, and that symbol looks like an Aklo character. That's what you saw when you were first looking at it.
Okay.
Both of the cones have it.
All right. Do I know what the symbol means?
You make an Aklo roll.
Okay.
A natural roll.
I have a 20 in Aklo, so.
You're the world's foremost expert.
Yep, I failed.
At 39. It looks familiar to you, but you can't quite place it. You'd have to take it back and look at it.
Okay, but both funnels have the same symbol?
Yep. And is anybody else looking at this with you?
I'm looking at it too.
All right. You guys can all make anybody that's looking at it can make a search roll.
Is the lady, is she pretty focused on this too?
That you guys are about to give her some new information.
Looks like I passed.
And she's pretty focused on it too. I'm just going to try to steal something.
Wow. Since when is your guy a klepto? Is that a
I'm losing my sanity.
yeah, but you don't have unless it's one of your insanities or whatever.
Fine. I won't steal anything.
All right, so you succeeded. You notice there's a little bit of that was weird. Matt was showing a picture of me, and then I saw the mute symbol, so I thought I'd muted myself. Did you notice a little bit of dirt on one of the small ends of one of the cones?
So there's dirt, 2 funnels, and with a wire tracing on it that sort of resembles an Aklo symbol.
Now you're certain it's an Aklo character, but you can't place it.
Okay.
Yeah, and the small end of the funnel has dirt on it, like it was, had dirt on it. Stuck, it's caked on.
I'm going to ask Miss Gerard, would it be okay if I take a photo of this, see if I can't identify what kind of equipment this might be?
Sure. Yeah, if you can, I mean, if it does something, you can figure out how it works. That would be extremely grateful. It'd be nice if we have another item we can put up on display here. I thought it was just a tool.
Okay. So I guess I'll use my camera phone and try to get a decent shot of it so I can compare it to my notes later.
Okay.
Was that the only thing that really stood out?
It was.
Okay. Well, I just kind of give Spiner the nod, like, I think I've seen enough here.
Okay.
Well, you also she shows you some of the records they have there that are some of them are scraps of paper, some of them are drafting documents, things like that. You notice she points out this is a, you see, he was super intelligent. He even invented this code. Nobody's ever been able to figure it out. He used it to thwart attempts at theft and fraud, and she points it out on some of the pages. You recognize it as more Aklo.
Oh. I tell her, well, maybe I can try and figure that out as well. This is very interesting.
You're sure you're some kind of cryptology expert?
I'm an anthropologist, and I have some knowledge of languages. Sometimes that that different perspective allows you to figure things out that others would miss.
Well, we'd be tickled to find out anything else about draw more visitors to the museum. If you find out anything interesting, I'd be happy to put it in my book too.
Sure, I'd be happy to let you know. Does it appear like being around these artifacts, has it had any kind of negative effect on her?
Make a human check.
Nah, failed that.
I suppose that's something I can't make with them, since.
Well, any of you, if you just want to pay attention to her, like just tell me what you're hearing. Even at a 50, she just seems extremely nice.
Hey.
Yeah, so Brandon, she seems like just over the top happy about life. Everything's amazing. She's happy to be here. She loves this plan.
Like, what was it? The What was the thing with the robot wives?
Stepford Wives.
Is it like Stepford Wives Happy?
Maybe, yeah, maybe somewhere in that range. Yeah.
Okay, so like Unnatural, possibly.
Yeah.
I asked her, it's like, so what did you do before this here at the museum?
Oh, I just kind of always worked here in Chester. I worked at the diner when I was younger. Worked at the library for a long time. Worked at the school for a while. Now I'm retired and I just work part time here.
Okay. So, like, what was it like for you when you started here? Like, was it a lot different for you? I mean, things changed for you, or is it just the same as all your other jobs?
I mean, it's a different job, but it's still, still get to live in Chester, where I've always lived and always loved it here.
Okay.
It's a wonderful town. You guys should stay and enjoy the town for a few days.
It's a very charming place.
Definitely is.
Okay. All right. Well, I look at the other gentleman and I say, well, gentlemen, looks like it's about time for our appointment. So, about ready to go?
Yeah, I seem pleased or seem satisfied. I've got some stuff to study later.
Okay. Go and head out.
All right, you guys walk out.
Our associate out waiting for us. Trent.
Yeah, a trained combat stealth ninja standing next to a.
Yeah, very, very stealthy.
A black Suburban.
You actually don't see him. You just think it's the shadow of the statue rippling in the wind at first. Then you realize that's not possible.
They go up to just his character and extend my hand and says, good to meet you, Agent.
Agent Weimer, happy to be here for the exercise, sir.
I'd like to introduce you to my associates. Here you're going to see Dr. Lindsay Holt and also Dr. Allen.
Okay, why don't we all describe your characters really quickly, just to give Jesse an idea.
It's Commander Dr. Allen, actually.
I forgot Commander's first name.
Oh, that's funny.
So Commander Allen is a middle height kind of guy, 6 foot, 6'1". Hair is brown with a lot of gray in it. Looks like it used to be well kept, but is maybe not quite so much anymore. Grown out probably more than it usually is. I got some stubble on his face. Definitely looks disheveled, tired. Bags under his eyes, and is unhealthily skinny. Like, looks painful. Definitely needs to eat. And always kind of looking around a little bit nervously.
Let's see. Agent Spiner is he looks like your stereotypical FBI agent who's been in it for a while. Doesn't seem to really be trying to hide it that much anymore. Kind of over it, but still dedicated to doing the work. Definitely premature gray in his hair. And looks like he outwardly looks like he kind of keeps it together, but his eyes kind of like have a little bit of that hollowness to it.
Always on the lookout for giant spiky penises.
Exactly. Matt knows what I'm talking about.
And Holt is average height, mid-40s. Looks like he takes care of himself. Dressed in a Brooks Brothers suit and saddle shoes. And just kind of gives you a once-over. And in a South Carolinian drawl says, The pleasure's all mine.
Jesse, have you decided what your guy looks like at all yet?
No, I'm still trying to figure out what all this stuff even means.
I'm voting the lead doctor from that new hospital show that comes in on after This Is Us, who used to be the assassin character from the Blacklist. He looks like him.
Okay, that gives me nothing. I don't know. He's hostage rescue team. Used to be in the Marines, lieutenant. He shot people. More than once. He's got that look about him. All right. What are you going to do next? Or are you going to brief?
So this guy, he looks like this guy.
Oh, okay. So that's what he looks like. Not me. We're going to brief Agent Weimer on what you're doing or what you've learned or anything.
Agent Weimer, huh? That sounds German.
Maybe.
Well, nice to have you aboard. We're here looking for an artifact. We're not sure what it is or what it does exactly, but that it is dangerous and needs to be contained.
So a search and secure type of exercise.
Something like that. Anybody else want to toss in some details? Help me out here. I'm dropping.
Leads. Last known whereabouts.
Buried in one of the local mounds around 1923. Well, but dug up actually. No, 1922. 1922. Dug up from one of the mounds in 1922. All connected to this Arthur C. Hunt guy.
There's no C in his name.
It's going to keep doing that.
I'm going to start subtracting sanity from your character when you do it.
That's not fun.
Danny, didn't you say his middle name was Kareem?
What's the current year? Just for mine.
Modern day.
Yeah, it's this year.
Okay, so we're looking for something that was dug up 90 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
96 or so years ago.
We don't know what it looks like. This Arthur guy originally found it.
We think, and it might have resurfaced in the last 7 to 8 years, there was a serial killer active in the area.
I suppose we can go ahead and get into the vehicle.
He was a cannibalistic serial killer.
We're doing all the briefing in like a vehicle, right?
It's up to you.
Yeah, we're doing that in a vehicle. I guess we're going to go make our way to the mounds. And John, you want to update us on what you found?
I don't know that I have my notes with me. I guess I could look and see if I brought anything in a briefcase or whatever.
You have digital copies of all the papers, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So then I guess I just want to compare it to my notes, see if I see anything that looks familiar.
All right. You can do that way while someone else is driving to the mounds then.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not in my car. Would I need to make a roll for that or?
No. I'm not concerned with you making a roll.
Okay. So when I compare it to my notes, what do I find?
All right. Roll me a D4. How about that?
Okay. D4. Oh, would help if I was looking actually on roll 20 and not on Matt's shared screen.
All right. Okay, so you guys, how are you guys going to get to the mounds? You're going to drive up and around dead end roads and walk it? That's pretty much the only way to get there. There's no direct road there anymore.
That's fine.
All right. So you guys drive up and park. And are you going to go? Are you going to go with them or keep looking at your stuff? Because you still haven't found it by the time they park the car.
No, I don't want to stay here by myself. The notes, the digital copies I have, are they like on a laptop or phone?
Yeah, a tablet or something.
Okay. I'll just throw that in my bag and tell them I still haven't found anything yet.
Okay. You're about halfway through your notes searching for it. So you've been looking at it for about 15 minutes. So you think you should find it soon.
All right. So I'll just take my bag with me, and then next time we get a chance, I'll keep digging through my notes.
All right.
Just to be clear, I'm definitely packing heat when we're going to these mounds.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I figured the three of you handgun on.
What's that?
Okay, you guys are walking. I figured everybody but Holt has a handgun on them.
Oh. I've got my big double barrel shotgun from Grandpa.
Yeah, but are you gonna walk through the field carrying it?
No, probably not. Probably leave that in the vehicle.
Looking through there, looking like he's pheasant hunting.
Yeah.
Pheasant
Okay.
and tasty.
So you guys walk. Basically, there's a trail. It's fairly overgrown, and a sign that says Chester Mounds. But it takes about 10 minutes of walking to actually get to them. Each of the mounds is about 60 meters long. So what's that, like 200 feet long or so? They wave back and forth like a snake. They're all at the top of them. Excuse me, are about 15, 16 feet high. Just grass covered mounds. They look like strange hills as you walk up. If it wasn't for satellite imagery, it would be hard to tell what they are.
Okay.
You guys get to them. It's strangely quiet here. Nobody else is around. I don't know if we said what time of year it is. We'll just say it's late summer.
All right. Do we see any signs of recent human activity?
You can see that the mounds themselves and the area directly around them have been trimmed. Sometime it had to have been sometime in the last month, so that it's not as long as the grass around in the surrounding fields. But you don't see any graffiti or disturbed areas in the mounds or anything like that. Everybody that has it. Give me an unnatural roll.
Unnatural?
Yeah. We don't want to make this, but
Well, I did. Critical success.
You rolled a 1. Wow.
all right. Do you
Your
have?
brain just implode?
Which unnatural roll?
You should. Your unnatural skill should be a 0. Yeah,
It is.
you should be good. All right. Okay, gain a point of unnatural, John, and lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
And do you have any issues, psychological problems?
Not so far.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't have anything on my notes.
Make a make a sanity check for me.
Oh boy. All right, I succeeded.
There you go, 7. Okay, you just have a moment of disorientation, like you, like one of the guys was talking, um, and you heard him, then you feel okay.
I thought I heard what? You kind of went robot voice on me.
So yeah, one of the guys was talking to you, and for a second you thought he was on both sides of you, talking to you at the same time, saying different things. And it just kind of threw you for a loop.
Oh, okay. I guess
You guys notice that he looks off or weird or anything there for a minute?
No, well, probably not. If anything, you think he lost his balance with his fancy shoes for a second.
well, I'm gonna let him know. I'm gonna say, hey, something. I just felt something weird here, and I'll mention to Spiner. Felt like, I don't know, maybe time had slipped or something.
What exactly happened there? Let me describe it.
I felt as though I were experiencing 2 different times at the same moment.
Are you sure it was 2 different times, or maybe it was just 2 different possibilities?
I hadn't thought of that. Holt is remembering their last mission and how time had looped, and so I assumed it was some sort of similar type of phenomenon.
Could be, but I wouldn't put it past it to be also something to do with reality. I think this guy's experimentation branched out pretty far.
Yeah, so it's up to you guys what you tell.
Well, I mean, I'll tell him exactly what I've experienced.
I was talking about like at Hunt's other plant that you guys went to. You know, when you found all the prehistoric stuff.
Oh,
well, I was at the
Spiner.
the team leader. Yes, up to Spiner.
They basically give just enough to make it to leave them connected to what's going on, but not overtell.
Yeah, just tell them it was about time travel.
We basically found something that seemed to have opened some type of connecting gate to what may have appeared to be a different time period. We're not sure, but whatever it was, it released a dinosaur-like creature into the area. And we're assuming that something similar may be in effect here.
Yeah, the whole reason you were sent here is they said you were afraid the whole town might be infected or affected somehow.
Unfortunately, we don't know a whole lot about actually what's going on. That's why they sent us here to figure it out. But whatever it is that we find out, we can't let it get outside this town.
And it all has to do with this Hunt guy, because he ran that plant in California too.
and Holt's just kind of checking out the new guy, like, how is he taking all this information?
Probably thinks we're all crazy.
Understood, sir.
So you just try to be straightforward, and not give any offense to anybody. Basically, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, because to me, I'm still just doing an exercise. I have no idea if they're flourishing or not. I'm just going with it.
True. All right. Okay, well, so you guys walk around. You don't really see anything else at the mounds of interest after about 20 minutes.
There's no sort of cave entrances or depressions, nothing where the soil looks disturbed.
No, everything looks like it's been mostly left alone for a while now.
Okay.
The exact spot that he went over that left him feeling disoriented. Can we check that a little deeper? See if there's like anything just directly underneath the ground or something?
Sure, yeah. It was just walking along the top of one of the mounds. You guys go back and forth over that area a few times, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
What about we know from the satellite imagery that it's like 3 snakes facing each other.
Right.
Can we go to the central area and see if there appears to be anything special there?
Yeah. So you guys walk there, and that's that's actually, it sort of almost looks like a depression, right? And none of you guys have geology or anything like that, do you?
Nope.
No.
Anybody got navigate?
I do.
That's a thing.
Yeah. All right. Can you give me, what's your navigate skill at?
The percentage or the number?
Yeah, the percentage. Yeah.
Oh, the percentage is 10%.
The number, the 10%. That's your base. If you don't have it at all.
Oh, okay. 50.
50.
Yeah.
You actually, it seems like this whole area might be in, you would need look at a topographical map or something to know for sure what's going on with it.
So what is he sensing? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Sorry, Danny, I didn't catch any of that, man. Talking
Okay.
about a topographical map.
Yeah, so you think the whole area, the mounds where you're standing, is in some sort of depression, but to be sure and to know if it is a depression, what kind of depression it is and what caused it, you need to look at some maps, like soil maps or topological maps.
I thought we got a map of it.
You have a satellite imagery, but that doesn't show you, the gradations and slopes and all that stuff on it.
Okay, so we don't have to go to the
You have to go to like a county courthouse or something and get the.
Yeah. All right. So we have that, the museum we went to. Where else was the options that we were considering?
And we've done all the stuff we can do here.
I suppose we can walk around with a metal detector.
Unless there's a sign that says Arthur Hunt was arrested on this, drunk ass was arrested on this spot in 1922.
Unfortunately, there is not.
Everything looks normal and not out of place. Nothing's been disturbed.
Right.
All right. I guess while they're looking around, I want to take, taking one last look. I want to check my notes again.
So I want to throw out there, in addition to the other places we were thinking about looking at, like the Naked Cult over there. Some other places of interest might be the local library and Arthur Hunt's home.
Yep.
Yeah, we can go sneak into Arthur Hunt's home.
But then,
Find out where his home is. If not, I guess we can go back to the library. They probably have it marked.
It's true.
Does the library not have like an Arthur Hunt? It's getting really difficult for me to not put that middle initial in there. Arthur Hunt, touring trail of Chester, Ohio, or something.
You would think if anybody did, it would be at the museum.
All right, we'll swing back by there on the way then. After we go talk to the Naked Cult people. Who drinks goat's milk, apparently.
It's good for your complexion.
All right. Well, I vote we
Yeah.
go to the go visit the naked cult.
All right. Are you going to do any research on them first, or just kind of show up and say hi, howdy, ho, how's it going?
Well, we're kind of in the neighborhood.
You are close.
Let's see. I wonder where we get the most information from without it like it looking too obvious.
I just meant like even like an internet search or something.
Yeah.
I'll pull up my phone, do an internet search.
All right. You find out they're called the New Star Crusade. They do have a website. The leader is Danon Ignis.
Ignis.
Ignis. They have a newsletter, which is online now. It's been going on for like 18 years. And they claim to be a revival of an ancient culture that worshipped the mounds before before the white man came to North America.
Okay. I asked him to scan back and check the newsletter and see if there was anything in it around the time of the killings.
Let's see, what year were the killings?
Said 7 or 8 years prior.
Yeah, so those were online. There's just a blurb saying that the man who was called as the killer he had stayed at the New Star Crusade compound, but he had been kicked out and disavowed before the real trouble started and the killing started.
Probably for eating people.
I don't know. Holt doesn't feel real comfortable about just going over there then.
I'm all for it. I feel pretty detached from things right now. Per my detachment disorder.
That makes sense. Well, it's up to you guys. Do you want to go back and
Depersonalization disorder, sorry. I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Well, I'll follow your lead, Spiner.
Why don't we ask the security guy what he thinks? Hey, security guy, should we go visit this cult or not?
I'd say no.
Who cares what he thinks?
oh man. All right, well, Spiner is just like staring vaguely off into the distance.
Uh-oh.
If you guys start to walk, he shuffles behind you, but he doesn't say anything or make any overt actions.
Look, obviously these guys are going to be connected to these mounds. All right, we'll come back. We'll go look at the house and the library first.
You can also look at the map to see the places you might want to visit.
What map? Oh, the map. I mean, I don't really care to go to the plastics place. Oh, the old electrodynamics plant. Yeah, we definitely need to go there. Well, I said we go to his home and to the library first. And then maybe the electrodynamics plant. And who's Parson?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Who's the Parson of Parsons Plastic? Do we know?
We do not know.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
I'll ask Abigail that when I get back to the museum.
All right, so we're headed to then the library.
Yep.
All right, I guess I'll take.
No, wait, we're heading back to the museum first to see if I can get a map. Like a, Arthur Hunt map.
The hunt map of what?
To see if it has like a Arthur Hunt walking trail map or something. Give us more landmarks.
We would have seen that when we were there.
Well, we didn't look for that when we were there. I'm sure it's on the way to the museum. I mean, look at the town. Everything's on the way to everything else.
It's not a big.
Fine. I'll take advantage of the car ride to finish looking over my notes.
Yeah, like, what do you care? Get your nose stuck into my iPad. All right. Go back to the library. See if Meredith has a Arthur Hunt walking trail map.
Museum.
Museum. That's what I meant.
So we're going all to the same place again?
I'm just going to try to find the god freaking map. Jesus, it'll take 2 seconds.
All right.
All right, anyway, we get there, right?
Right.
Any maps?
Did we lose Danny?
I don't know. Hello? 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 Danny?
I think he's having difficulties.
Yeah, he looks frozen in time. Yeah. So, anybody see Venom? Was it any good?
I saw it.
I thought it was good.
I have not seen it yet.
Definitely better than the Spider-Man 3 version.
Well, okay.
That's not saying much.
I was about to say an ulcer on my privates would be better than that.
Wow.
But the important thing is that it was better.
You jumped to that option quickly, Matt. You sound as though you've had some experience in that area.
Yeah, I may or may not have had an ulcer on my privates when I saw Spider-Man 3. I mean, it's possible. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Just kidding.
I mean, that's just an oddly specific analogy.
I tend to go to the extreme. What can I say? Hey, it's Danny. I'm not sure.
Not.
No. Oh.
And no, I can't hear anybody.
Oh, I heard Brandon.
I mean, I can hear everybody. I think I was just being quiet.
All right. You guys couldn't hear? I could hear and see it, and I messaged you on the table to say I could hear and see you guys. But
No.
I didn't have the table pulled up.
Well, all we know is we were going back to the museum so that Lord Commander Allen can look for a map.
I like that. You can call me that from now on.
when Matt started talking about Venom, I just closed the tab and tried to reopen it. All right. So when you get back there, she tells you there's not any kind of walking trail map or anything. The only place that still really exists is the rundown enclosed plant.
What about his home?
It hasn't been there it was cleared away years and years ago.
Oh, well, I'll pull out a map to the city. Could you show me approximately where it was?
Sure. She points randomly somewhere on the map. It was there.
I'll put it up and then pull it out. Oh, I forgot to mark it. Could you show me again?
Yeah, she points at it again.
Did she point to the same spot?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure she wasn't just fucking with me. All right. I'll circle it on there. All right. So where is it approximately?
I don't know. It's somewhere on the map.
In other words, you don't want me to go there? Okay, fine.
In other words, it wasn't important enough to include.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's go to the library because it's not marked on the map either, which means it's definitely somewhere we need to go.
Well, do you guys want to go? You can go to drive to the county seat and look at those maps that
Yeah, Map Boy.
Super Ninja wants to look at.
You can do that. You guys can do that. I'm going to the library. Just drop me off at the library.
All right.
You're suddenly uninterested in maps.
Yeah, I didn't find the map I wanted.
All right. Well, there's 4 of you guys, and you have 3 cars.
The map I was looking for.
I'm sure you can find a ride to the library somehow.
I accidentally clicked on myself, so I'm full screen the whole time. I don't like it.
Unclick.
I don't know how.
Okay.
All right. My battery is quickly reaching terminal velocity here.
Let's do the library thing really quick.
All right.
All right, Matt, you make it to the library. It's just you, what appears to be a 143-year-old lady librarian, and one kid looking at porn in the corner on one of the library computers.
Is he trying to hide it?
It looks like he probably was trying to hide it 20 minutes ago, and at this point, he's not worried about it.
Ew.
You know that kid over there is looking at porn, right?
What's that, Sonny? Is that an internet term? One of them.
Note to self: do not touch the keyboards.
Pornography. That's a term that's been around way before the internet.
Is that one of those? I heard the kids call those memes. Is that a meme?
No, he's looking at people having sex.
Well, but we have all kinds of educational videos and books here.
Yeah, forget about it. Hey, can you show me the Arthur Hunt collection?
What Arthur Hunt collection? Like, what do you mean? Like biography?
This is his hometown. You're telling me you don't have a collection of his writings, books that he read when he came here in 1923, that kind of stuff?
Well, they have that stuff at the museum.
Jesus.
I'm getting ready to have a book signing for John Mascanogi if you want to get in on that.
I don't know who that is. No, I don't want to get in on that.
Oh, well, he's okay. I just thought you were one of his fans. He got those fans that come around.
Tell me, you don't have anything here related to Arthur Hunt?
Well, we have a couple biographies, yeah.
Jesus, fine. Yeah, show me where the biographies are.
Okay.
And I asked her about the Mascanogi signing. What kind of books does he write?
I thought you were going to the county.
Oh, thought we were staying together. Never mind. I'm not there. I don't ask anything.
All right. She walks around the John Mascanogi table with all of his books and paraphernalia set out. Takes you to the biography section. What's his name again? Hunt. I remember that little bastard.
Oh, wait. Hold on, what? You knew Arthur Hunt?
I'm not that old, son. She slaps your wrist.
What the?
That's commander's son to you.
Who's John Mascanogi anyway?
The local author.
I just Googled him and nothing came up.
No, do you really Google him on your phone?
Yeah.
All right. You see 4 books written between 2010 and 2016, all about the Shawnee Indian legends and the mounds here in Chester.
What? Actually, I'm very interested in John Mascanogi.
You said you didn't know who he was. All you were caring about was porn and biographies about Hunt.
Yeah, well, I looked him up on my phone and we got my porn business. I thought you said you didn't know what porn was.
I'm not an idiot. She hands you an old book that says Life and Times of Arthur Hunt. There.
So
She
you just
said,
let the kid look at porn?
she said, I've made my share of it back in the day.
It's a library.
That's
I
awesome.
was featured in one of them there Tijuana Bibles.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, yeah, John Mascanogi. So when's he going to be here?
he's going to come in next Thursday for a book signing, but I mean, he lives in town.
Oh, really? Where?
You got a map?
Yep. Some lady circled where the old Hunt home used to be, but indicated to me strongly that it wasn't very important.
Now, Danny, you know that's not the way they give directions in small towns. They always say, "Yeah, it's behind the old Kmart that closed down 20 years ago."
Yeah, she does that. I'm pulling out a map anyway. So
Well, yeah, if you pull out and take a slight left from the library here on the 3rd Avenue, take a right on Hunt Boulevard, a left on Hunt Street, and a right down Park Avenue. He lives there, third house on the left.
So on this map, if you could just circle that location, that would be helpful.
All right, this is Park Avenue. She circles one of the larger streets. It's
Oh
220,
my God! No, just circle the house.
223 Park. I'm not sure which one.
Okay, that's fine.
This one. She circles it. That's either his house or my house. Just show up after dark with some wine.
Does he draw like 2 circles?
Something like that.
Passing the kid on the way down, I'm like, "Hey man, you might want to get out of here."
Would you like to buy? We have some copies of his books for sale. Of course, we have them. You can check them out too. But you need a
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a government credit card, so I'll just check them out.
You're gonna need a local address.
Shit. How am I supposed to check out this biography?
You can read it in the store. When you create the library, I got a seat right over here next to me. She pats to a old leather stool next to hers.
How much photocopies?
Come on, man. You were throwing around Andrew Jackson's like they were nothing.
Photocopy. That's not. It's 10 cents a page.
Oh, Jesus. How much do I have to? How much is this book? I just want to buy it. Like, I'll buy this biography and every one of the Mascanogi books.
That biography's out of print. That's a collector's item. That's a first edition.
Okay, I'll give you $20.
How much do you say?
I'll give you $20.
I missed how much every time.
20.
$20. All right. $80 for everything.
Fine.
The Mascanogi books are signed.
How much are the unsigned ones?
Same price.
It's like he's dealing with that tailor guy making him a robe all over again.
Is there like some sort of
Y'all remember that?
is there like some sort of persuasion or seduction I can make here? Ask her where I can buy the best chocolates and wine to bring to that house tonight, maybe. See if I can get a discount.
Yeah. Jolene's gift shop. It's right on the main strip.
So can I make it? What is it? A persuasion check? What is there here?
No, when you ask her how to get the chocolates and wine, yeah, she tells you exactly where to go.
No, like I'm trying to get a discount on the books.
She can't give you a discount that's a marked price.
Jesus, lady. Fine. God. Here's $80.
For a klepto, you're really willing to buy stuff.
She says, "Thank you." Her hand lingers a little bit too long on your hand. She's pulling that cash out of her.
Danny told me I couldn't be a klepto.
Feels like cool, dry, dead paper sliding across your fingers as she takes it.
In all seriousness, I mean, did you know Arthur Hunt? at all? Did you ever run into him?
No, he was before my time. There are.
Where is the Chester Nursing Home?
The Green Hills Retirement Home you talking about?
Yeah, that's where I'm going.
It's about 4 miles outside of town.
Apparently, I'm hot stuff to the older folks.
You said that to her?
Yeah.
There's a few folks that live there whose parents were friends or knew old Hunt. If you're interested in him, I think Gary Hurston. He was always talking about his dad used to know Hunt.
All right. So many places to check out. All right. Thanks for the book and the uncomfortable touching.
Yeah. Well, we only have so many books, but the touching is always available.
Seriously, kid, you might want to run.
The kid looks up and says, "Grandma, stop!"
Oh my God, I'm leaving. That's just wrong.
Those videos just crank her tractor.
All right. All right. Should we stop there, or do you guys want to go to the the county seat?
My 3% laptop battery says stop here.
All right. So did you write that guy's name down, Matt?
Yeah, Gary Hurston at the Green Hills Retirement Home.
Old Green Hills. Okay.
John
We'll stop there.
John's already gone.
His computer probably died.
Yeah, the 3% was deceptive. Oh, there he is. Oh, we thought your battery died.
It's close.
We went an entire session and only you lost sanity.
That's a first.
I'm surprised I didn't lose any sanity for my trip to the library.
I'll make a sand check then.
No, just kidding. My personalization disorder helped me get through that one.
Yeah. All right, next time
This is happening to somebody else.
Next time we play, I'll show you guys something I've painted with my crack pipe.
It really looks like one.
See, I'm not the only one. I thought it was a pipe.
It's an airbrush.
How's that supposed to know? Look like Joe personality to me.